first carry for Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 78 yards. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Down the right sideline.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wilson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle, Achane.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
This is taken at about the 14.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Wilson will throw again. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now Austin. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw is Wilson. Fighting through pressure. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38. On the give, it's Warren. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin. 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. On this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10. Now Tua. Short throw to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Throwing Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tua. A run straight ahead with Achane. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's 3rd down and 5. Now Tua. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's first down. Now Wilson. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
All eyes on Fields. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw, Fields. Finding Pickens for another catch. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll let it fly for Austin. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so